ahead.
Okay. Hi, this is our knee-jerk here. I'll give you a little more room. Sorry.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. This is our knee-jerk reaction to Justice League. I forced my wife to go see this movie. What'd you think, sweetie?
That was so stupid. It was so stupid.
Now, have you seen any of the other DC Extended Universe cinematic bullshit? Like, have you seen the other movies?
No.
You've seen Wonder Woman.
I saw Wonder Woman, but that's in its own
You liked Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And you've seen anything else from any of the other movies?
No, I refuse to watch Superman.
Man of Steel, yeah. Okay, so I thought Man of Steel was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. Okay? And Batman v Superman, I think, is a worse film. I don't know which is dumber. Suicide Squad seemed like a fairly bad movie that was recut into a really bad movie, and I liked Wonder Woman. But Justice League, it's bad. Like, it's bad. It's not good. It's really dumb. But inoffensively so. Like, the only movie I could think of while watching this was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Which was much better.
But, like, because we saw that when we were kids. Like, when I was 8, that was, like, my favorite movie in the world. Watching it now, you're like, ooh, yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
It's a little more fun. But the reason I brought that up was because there were two, like, 8-year-old boys sitting behind us during the movie in love with this. It's like, it's Wonder Woman. Oh, the Flash, look what he's doing. And they were into it, which made me enjoy the movie a little more.
Yeah. Can we talk about the music?
Talk about the music.
The music was a cheap way to get people to like it. And it really was... It offended me on a level because they're playing the Superman theme.
See, I didn't really pick up on the Superman theme. I heard the Batman theme all over the place.
Oh no, I heard the Superman theme, and it angered me.
Spoilers: he comes to life in this, even though he's second billed in the movie.
You need to give him a little bit more warning.
Okay, well, no, because like that's what I'm saying. Like, he's second billed. So let's talk about Superman for a second, because I think he's like the only thing in the movie that's probably handled well, except, you know, everyone knew that when Joss Whedon was brought in to do reshoots, Paramount, because Henry Cavill is doing Mission Impossible 6, I think it's up to 6 now, they wouldn't let him shave his mustache. So they had to digitally replace his mouth for the reshoots, because growing the mustache back is just, that's too much to ask. So literally the first shot of the movie is like cell phone video of Superman with a really bad digital fake mouth, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Almost everything involving Superman tonally works. And I think in almost every shot that he's in, looks like they did the digital mouth. So I'm thinking it feels like Joss Whedon reshot literally everything with Henry Cavill in it, because he's not in a whole lot. He's only in like 4 scenes.
Yeah.
And it feels like they reshot everything that he was in, and they went out of their way to make the suit like super blue and super red and not dull and drab, and he's happy and he's, you know, quipping, and he feels like the Superman that we probably should have had for the last 2 movies, you know? So that, I think, was kind of a win, except that stupid digital face annoyed me every second. And the music, you're right, like Danny Elfman, this is probably the best work he's done in 10-15 years, except it doesn't match the tone of the movie, because you have 2 different directors with 2 wildly different tones, and then you have him doing his crazy gothic music and trying to make everything mesh, and he's trying so hard, and unfortunately I don't think it works.
Well, that's because the movie was shit.
What was your least favorite thing about it?
Oh, the fact that there's no point of reference for anything.
No.
It's it's like, okay, I guess we're here now, and we're doing this now.
It feels like there's a lot missing, but like even then it wouldn't help. Like,
it's like they made the movie just so they could make a Justice League movie.
Right. Like when Steppenwolf is looking for the mother boxes, basically the Allspark from the Transformers, the first Transformers movie. When he finds the third mother box, you see his the boom tube, that's what it's called, the boom tube come down, and they're like, the mother box. And they turn and they showed a shot of the mother box, and then they just showed the boom tube going away, and they're like, he has it. I'm like, wait, what? We didn't see him grab it. We didn't see him take it away.
Well, like I said, no point of reference.
There's no
anything.
point. Things just happen. Like, second scene in the movie, Batman is hunting down a parademon. By the way, the parademons look like a cross between the Borg from Star Trek and the guys who hunt down the Highlander in Highlander 2. The ones with the goggles and stuff. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'll put up a picture here. The parademons look like a cross between the two. So second scene, Batman is hunting down a parademon, right? And we don't know why. We don't know where they came from. We never explained how Batman had them in his dream, because he had a dream about them in Batman v Superman, like a horrible nightmare where he's having to shoot all of them in the face. We never explain any of that. And then you go from that scene to Wonder Woman saving a bunch of kids. And it's like, all right. Or they're like shooting up her skirt half the time, right? Scene after that, Batman trying to get Aquaman onto the team, and now he's got like a 4-month beard. And he's out in the middle of nowhere. There's none of this makes any sense. And for me, the worst part about this movie is the visual language. Every shot seems wrong. Kind of like how this shot is askew, but that's because this is a phone on our dash in the car. Every shot feels off-centered. Every shot in the movie feels wrong. This looks as cheap. Actually, it looks cheaper than the CW DC shows. Like, the Flash stuff doesn't look as cool as it does in the show. Supergirl flying looks more realistic than Superman flying in this. It's just... And you watch The Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah.
You enjoy those.
Yeah, this looked stupid and cheap.
It looked really cheap. It's a $300 million movie, and it looks cheap. And by the way, don't you want to go buy a Mercedes now? Like, everyone drives a Mercedes in this. And not like the lower end Mercedes, but like we're talking
special order.
Right, like supercar Mercedes. But
I was glad when it was over.
I was you just hated, like, you didn't want to be there. And I understand, because I wanted to look at my phone to see what the time was, like 10 minutes in. But it's not as bad or nihilistic as Batman v Superman or Man of Steel. And it's not as dumb as either of those. It's still really dumb. But here's the thing. Would you let our girls see this?
Yes, because Superman is more of a hero.
Right. I would let my kids see this. Again, it's definitely a movie that kids are going to love, just because there's stuff going on. Because
like Superman 4 kind of bad.
Yes. Yes. When I was a kid, I loved Superman 4. Why? Because I saw Superman flying around and he was punching a guy. And that's what this is. Yeah, you nailed it. This is Superman 4. Like, this is bad, but people out there are going to enjoy it because, you know.
It has entertainment value. It's just not a lot of it.
It feels like they're starting to understand that they screwed up, and it's like the guy.
I don't think it'll survive another reboot.
No, but it feels like they're trying as hard as they can to not hit that iceberg. You know, like they're trying to steer the Titanic away from that iceberg, and I don't know if the ship's going to go down because they've got Wonder Woman propping that whole thing up right now. And like, yeah, Wonder Woman's in this you know, just as much as Batman.
Yeah.
You know, but also, like, I love Diane Lane, but the reshoots that she did, like, she just wasn't feeling it because the acting, wow, not great. But yeah, you know, I want DC to succeed because I love these characters. I grew up with these characters. I love them. But I don't know, because the Flash movie doesn't have a director still. Aquaman, I think they're getting close to being done shooting it. Hopefully they can take what they've learned, you know, like, hey, maybe not make Superman so angry, you know?
Well, they brought him back from the dead, so they kind of can do whatever
they can do whatever they want. Well, maybe that's the thing. Instead of him, like, being happy and go lucky, dying and coming back angry, he was angry, died, and now he's happy. And now we'll get the Superman that everyone likes. Because, like, at the last shot of the movie, you know, he looks like Clark Kent from the comics with, like, the big overcoat, and he actually opens up his chest and then flies away you know, in a... Yeah, it's... Like, that was very Superman. Yeah. Right? But again, looked really cheap. But I don't know. Like, I'm torn. I mean, it's not good. And I don't know if I'd sit down to watch it again unless
you were doing it for your kids.
Yeah. Like, I'll never want to watch this again. But
yeah.
you hate me so much right now.